All right, I got an email from Epoch Times. I was trying to find some footage they did uh, during the Capitol protest. Epoch Times emailed me saying, let me see here, I want to get this right. It says, we are sorry the files you requested cannot be given at this time. So, that also explains why they are on YouTube right now. It has to do with the people speaking about the 16-year-old girl that got shot at the Capitol, as well as other things. But I'm sure right now they're using all that footage for evidence. So, but but I will get it as soon as they can give it to me. Is what they said as well. So as soon as I can get that footage, and as soon as I can get everything, which hopefully will be soon, I will have it out here for y'all to see. But unfortunately, right now, I can't get it even from them. So I don't play on the dark web. Anybody can go find that on the dark web where they were interviewing people uh, to get after that it all went down as they were leaving after Trump had asked everybody to leave, things like that. If you could find that, that'd be appreciated. Appreciate it. But it's there somewhere. I'm sure someone on the dark web has it, or someone even on YouTube has it, um, where they mirrored what Epoch Times was doing when they were interviewing people and things like that. It'd be great if I could get that info. So I could again prove these fools wrong. Proving fools wrong has actually been a great pastime lately, and I've enjoyed it. Rick Crude tonight was a joy. He lied so many times and lied so much that it's not funny. Him and Salty Rant were collaborating together to make even more lies. When Rick Crude even himself said he threw me off his panel because he didn't want to hear the lies no more. When the truth was coming out and hurting him and making him not look so good. Salty Rant, Fat Boy, you know better. The man who lies about a car crash gets his wife to lie for him and others. The man who lies about his COVID don't even know what medications they give for COVID. And then they want to collaborate together, make themselves look the bigger fool. It's fine. I don't mind. I told you, Salty. I accepted your apology. And I said I do not trust you. You proved to the world why you cannot be trusted by no one. You will turn your back on anybody. You know, there's an old story about a young man came along a rattlesnake. He said, the rattlesnake said, "Pick me up and take me across the river, please. The water's cold." The boy said, "No, you'll bite me." Well, the rattlesnake said, "No, pick me up. I promise I will not bite you. You can trust me." The boy said, "No, you'll bite me." I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I promise you, you can trust me. I will not bite." So the boy picked up the rattlesnake and took him across the water. And as he was getting out of the canoe, the rattlesnake bit him. He said, the boy said, "You promised I could trust you." Rattlesnake said, "You knew what I am, what I was. Picked me up. I know what you are, Salty Ran. You're a rattlesnake. You will turn and bite anybody you can to try to get a click and a view. Fed Rick Crude all this lying bullshit, and Rick Crude ran with it. And now he looks the fool. Yeah, actually, I did. That's how I got bit by. That's why I remember that story quite well. That's how I lost that thumb. That's why I remember that story quite well. I got a reminder of it every fucking day of my life until I die. So when I see a rattlesnake, I lop its head off. Don't come at me, Salty. It ain't a good thing for you. I kicked you out of this room. I called you on known lies. I'll bring up more lies that aren't known. You know what I'm talking about. Don't start with me unless you want to play this game to its bitter, bitter end. That's a bitter end you know you don't want. Because I can prove some people right that you've been calling liars for years. That they couldn't get the proof for. And no, I ain't talking about the Las Vegas rape charges. But there's other things that can be brought out. You forget who you confided in for a long time. I was giving you the chance to leave and play this game away from me. I told you I didn't want you here because you become a rattlesnake, two-faced, backstabbing. Don't mess with me just because your little buddy Rick Cruz here. I'm not here to play this crap of drama on this channel. I will collaborate with you. You forget my favorite saying: the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Don't make an enemy of me, Salty. Right now, we can part both one way and the other one go the other way. I will make sure my enemies that I've had in the past will be my friend if you make me an enemy. Don't play with me. I'm giving you this opportunity and fair warning to leave me be. I'll leave you be. Giving you this opportunity and fair warning. Wish to push. That ain't a good thing. The only reason I'm giving you this opportunity and fair warning is because you did help me. You helped me and you helped me get. You helped me by giving me knives, which was very nice of you. You helped me by giving me a tent, which was very nice of you. Hey, Sci-Fi, what's up? Hey, Leeches and Ticks. News now, Mount Rushmore. All right. Ticks and leeches, you go down to Florida, you're liable to see them everywhere down there. If you're out in the woods, that is, and especially out in them swamps. You know, now that's something other than the ones that I helped my uncle transport with the game and fish. Out in the wild, I've only seen two wild bears myself. Well, the ones that we transported were wild, but we had to tranquilize them, transport them, get them back out in the woods. So I've only seen two. Okay, I didn't sci-fi, but that's all right. How you doing, Teresa? I am doing great, Teresa. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if you heard that last message I put out to Salty Grant, but I'll say it again, especially to you. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I asked him not to make an enemy of me and to leave me be. If you know what that means, Teresa. I don't need you, Salty. You don't need me. Neither does Rick Crew. I went in there to welcome him back, and he turned to be the rattlesnake as well. That's a wrong thing to do. Okay, Teresa. I guess I could try to do that, Teresa. I don't know exactly how that works, but I would look into it and see if I can do that. Oh, you want me to have a picture? I keep telling y'all I needed to get a picture. Hell, I ain't even got. I haven't even got off my. I went and got me a fish tank. Believe it or not. Oh, I'll be the fish man. Neva, Nevaeh's become the fish lady. I'll be the fish man. How's that? But I went and even got me a little fish tank, a little pump and everything. I ain't even got off my lazy ass and gone and got the fish. That's pretty sorry. But yeah, but yeah, I'll try to do that, Teresa. I'll try to do that. That's all I can say. I will try to do that. But I don't want you as an enemy, Salty. You don't want me as one. I want you to go play your games like you've been. without me. Play your games and all that wherever you want to play your games. Rick Crude, you went personal. I'll go just as personal, if not more personal than you. You're the one who wanted to kick me out of StreamYards, which I got recording of. While I'm sitting here going and waving at you. You threw me out. Fine. You're a coward, a big mouth, someone that talks a lot. But on your transcript, you lied to the courts if what you said to me was true tonight in your videos. And you're running your mouth. I don't have to put that out on the internet. You can't claim I'm using it to fucking on my shit. You should be careful when you run your mouth. And that's a threat. I threaten you. Now, are you going to come to Rochester? Are you going to meet me, Clinton, High Falls, at the McDonald's? If I threatened you, boy, I think I had the balls to threaten you, boy, but I did. I'm calling you a little boy coward. I'll call you anytime I want to, Rick Rude. You're my bitch. And you proved that this evening. You're all talk. Yabbity, yabbity. Actually, we ain't had hardly any snow uh, at all, fictionally, just today. Or today, this year. We've gotten a little bit, but not much. There you go, Sci-Fi. Oh, yeah, it is. It's really decent. Rochester's just outside the Finger Lake region, but yeah, it's beautiful around the Finger Lake region. But I am very close to one of the Great Lakes. I forget which one it is. It's just to the north of us by about 8 miles. Hey, there you go, Sci-Fi. If you're out of that city and you don't particularly care for that city, that's a good thing. And just because I wish to not show anybody my house, why would I do that? Why would anybody truly want to show their house on the internet? You're asking to have someone come to your house, break into your house, and steal everything you got. That's about right. Yeah, let me show everything I didn't mind doing it on the boat because I didn't have much on that boat. Wasn't worried about whatever I did have being stolen. This house, I got a lot. I don't want it stolen. So I don't want y'all even knowing my address. Okay, if you know justice, send the link, bud. You don't mind. I've been trying. Epoch said they can't send it to me right now. It's They said they regret to inform me. How did that go? They it says we are sorry the files you requested cannot be given at this time. So, needless to say, that's part of the email. So, unfortunately, I'm figuring probably what they're doing is they're using them files for evidence, so they don't they themselves personally cannot put that. That's what I'm saying. So I've been looking. I won't get into the dark net. I don't trust the dark net. I don't trust myself in the dark net. I'm not first. Yes. There's a couple of things in Rochester. Uh, I need to look into that better. I know something to do with the government and Kodak and shit like that burnt down. Uh, right, 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 right as the elections was happening, and they say that now this is hearsay. I ain't saying that it's true. This is hearsay. Even the stories that I've heard about it say it's hearsay, but they believe that that it was made to it was used to make uh, ballots for voting, and and after so many ballots left, it burnt down. Hey, Darlene Smiles. So I thought I'd let you know what's going on right now with that, and why you can't even find Epoch Times stuff on YouTube right now, where they were doing live coverage and things like that at the Capitol, and even having interviews with people and things like that. Thanks, Alicia's. Yes, it is, and it is. Today's going to be the telltale sign of what's going to happen and how our lives are going to play out from this point in time. Should be quite interesting. Should be quite interesting. As you can see, it's 78 degrees in the house, and you see what I have on. I got a hoodie sweatshirt on right now, Patriot Defense. I really don't. It is freaking cold. It's 78 degrees to me is cold. So, and going outside has been miserable. But I noticed something really quick with Rick Cruden, how quick he was. He took that down. It posted all of about 5 seconds, and then he had it taken down. So his lying bullshit cannot come back and haunt him on his own videos. But I'm sure there's people out there that mirrored it. or Rick. Good morning, Redneck Rebel. All right. What's so you got the right idea, Redneck Rebel. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get me some coffee. I shall return. Look at the pretty white wall. Oh, by the way, if I was in a halfway house or if I was in a rehab, do you think at 6:30 in the morning I would be going to go get my own cup of coffee? Hmm, probably not. Be right back, guys. What? We'll get that light. I apologize, guys. All right. All right. No justice. It's all good. If you can't, I can understand. Oh, yeah, I know. I agree with you on that Patriot defense. But let's just suffice it to say this is a house I live in. As I said, if you wish to take the time and see, from the time I left Mammy's to less than 3 months, I was in a shelter. Less than 3 months. Okay. Forget the name of the shelter. All I know is on Sullivan and some street. Um, Not so good of a neighborhood, I might add, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, I was able to walk around in it and not have too much problem. Uh, so, yep, they sure did know justice. They sure did. There you go, Patriot Defense. There you go. You can check me on that. I ain't been in that shelter in shit, say 6 months now, maybe give or take. Yeah, about 6 months now. Almost a half a year. Wow. Damn, time flies, man. I didn't know I've been gone that long. Wow, time flies. Quite interesting. Uh, so, so needless to say, all right, no justice, no problem. There you go. Um, you can look at my arrest record. You'll find I've been in jail for fighting, and I fought a hell of a lot bigger and badder men than Rick Rude or Rick Crude. I've been in jail for that. If you whoop my ass, it wouldn't be the first time got my ass whooped. If you don't, it wouldn't be the first time I whoop someone's ass. Big whoop de doo. A fight's a fight. So what? Anytime you're a man, think you're a man, come to Rochester. Told you where to meet me. Just saying. Now that's the one that got trampled to death, but and she sure in the hell ain't 16. I appreciate you, try, bud. But that was quite an interesting story in its own right. So I am going to, however, keep that. I'm gonna I'm gonna definitely I don't tell me. Okay. I'm definitely going to keep that. Well, I can say I had my ass whooped Patriot defense. I ain't had, but it's inevitable. There's always someone out there bigger, badder, and meaner than you. Always. Sometimes you pick on the wrong person to get in a fight with. It happens. Be thankful. You don't be thankful. Be thankful. That you ain't had your ass whooped. It sort of hurts. It sort of hurts. Just saying. Uh, uh, but you know what? You know what, Patriot fans? I can honestly say, even the fights they said I've won, I still hurt the next day. Just saying, it sucks. Yeah, seems like they always get one good punch in on me, at least. It's funny. So I honestly don't like fighting at all. Fighting's not fun. It's not fun for anybody. You're right, Patriot. You're right. Uh, not fun for anybody, in my opinion. Unless you're doing it like for a living, like wrestlers or octagon cage fighters or something like that. And then there's a lot of rules and shit like that. But all in all, it ain't fun. Uh, he's old. Not sure how old though, Justice. I know he ain't a. I know he ain't. I don't believe he would be considered elderly yet, but I think he's pushing that. Hey, Porter Farmer, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I do believe he's pushing the elderly thing there. No injustice. Yes, sir, Patriot. You know, I called you sir because that's a sign of respect, man. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I have a lot of respect for you, Patriot Defense. You're a good man. I've always had a lot of respect for you, man. Well, I didn't hang out around St. Pete too much, Patriot Defense, so I can't say as I do. Let me see here. Let me see exactly where it's at. Because it seems familiar. I just can't say as I remember it. Oh, yeah, that was the one that was you're talking about. It was by in Pinellas Park, just north of St. Petersburg. It opened in 1958 as part of the Joyland uh, um, amusement park, right? News now, Jamie Lynn at gmail.com, Teresa. Hey, Zombie Hunter, how are you? Oh, wow. They just reopened it, by the way, and moved it. I was just looking at that. It's now in Bradenton, Florida. Um, its location is 5520 14th Street West in Bradenton, Florida now. And they just reopened it from the COVID. Yeah, that was the old site and all. I believe is what they said, I think. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. No, the old site was in St. Petersburg. Okay. Yeah, it don't have the old address. It only gives 5520 14th Street West in Bradenton. That's where they're open now. Looks like a big bar too, a big country bar. uh, um, but I honestly don't believe I've ever been to that bar, Patriot Defense. I think I've been by it, and I think that's where I remember it from. I drove by it. I don't believe I've been in it. And I was down there around St. Petersburg a lot around the time right before they moved it over to Bradenton. Used to go down there by St. Petersburg, and I had a little honey hole out there off of a beach. Had to go through St. Petersburg to get to it, and had a nice little honey hole there. Oof. Used to catch sea trout, redfish, you name it. The only time you didn't catch sea trout and redfish there, if anything, you caught sea trout and redfish. That honey hole was when the sharks moved in. You knew when the sharks moved in because you would never catch sea trout or redfish till they moved back out. But I tell you what, catching a shark, I ain't gonna eat no shark. I'm not a fond. I don't have. It ain't my favorite. If I don't have to eat it, I won't eat it. But I won't turn it down if I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Um, but but they're fun to catch. You hook into a 4.5, 5 foot shark on a bass rod, you got a hell of a fight on your hands. That's fun. Uh, uh, so they did close down for a while, according to that. According to that, and then they moved to Bradenton. So I was just reading the whole thing on it. Say it says Joyland's first home was in Pinellas Park, just north of St. Petersburg. It opened in 1958 as part of Joyland Amusement Park. The current owner is Rick Lambert. His family bought the nightclub in 1987 and expanded it to. Actually, they got three locations for it now: Tampa, Hudson, and Bradenton. So, so actually, they got three locations for it now. Good to find out. The family liked the Braden area so much it sold it. Oh, it did sell the it sold the other clubs To focus solely on the Bradenton spot. The club has moved twice in Bradenton, finding a permanent location at 5520 14th Street West, with a spacious 1,500 square 1,500 square foot hall. There are three more. There are three more chances to visit this legendary nightclub. So, needless to say, and I'll tell you what, it's huge. That place is huge, man. So there's your little more history. All right, thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look into that after I get off here. So I just gave the fair warning. I wanted to give the fair warning to people that decided they wanted to play games with me tonight. Um, not playing. Don't want to play with you. I tried. Y'all wanted to get personal. Y'all wanted to get stupid real quick. Uh, I'm done. That quick. Y'all wanted to play a stupid game of come up and come down and lie, saying I ran away. I'm not the coward that pulled a gun on an unarmed man. And if you want to call me a coward for pulling a knife on someone that had a baseball bat, so be it. At least he was armed. I didn't go to jail that night either. I wonder why. You was contacted by someone on the PD comments. Hello, hello, fuck you. Oh, I didn't know you got contacted, dude. That's sort of funny. Let's see here. Make sure I got that marked. All right. I got it, Teresa. I got that email, by the way. Oh, wow. They threatened you? Oh, damn. You need to be careful there, buddy. Don't be getting threatened, man. No, seemed so concerned that I rolled my cigarettes. Rolled my cigarettes. Go look what's inside this. Right here. It's called Gambler Tobacco. And then go look what's inside of a cigarette that you buy at the store. You pay $8 and some change, Rick Crew, for a cigarette that's going to kill you 500 times quicker than this will me. What's that, zombie weed? No, 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 no. That's cigarette tobacco. Roll your own cigarette tobacco. He wanted to talk crap about me rolling my own cigarettes. So you know that right there has less chemicals. It has less everything in it than that cigarette you buy at the store that's already pre-rolled. Now, I ain't saying that cigarette smoking's good for me. I'm not. Okay. I'm just saying I'm smoking a better grade of tobacco than you are. Hey, KW, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well. It is actually. uh, and I actually do have some real Virginia gold leaf as well. That's my other tobacco that I smoke. It's real Virginia gold leaf tobacco. So, and go buy some of that and tell me who's paying more for a cigarette when I'm rolling my own. uh, that shit ain't cheap. Virginia gold leaf tobacco ain't cheap. So you know. Um, but uh, I uh, uh, I just don't comprehend a person can be that foolish in their life. I hope he does get a check because the man has some severe mental problems. Sorry to tell you. Hope he does get a check. Yes, they do, Patriot Defense. Yes, they do. Kentucky, very prideful. Still, the people that make their tobacco today are very prideful in that. Uh, to let you know, Patriot Defense. I may sound like a dickhead, but I always said I'm an asshole and a dickhead. I've said that what probably a million times. You could have put words in my mouth. You could have been kept on doing whatever you wanted to do, dude. Got personal. I didn't. I was laughing. I thought it was funny shit. Seeing the old Rick Crew stepping over the bounds though, but just telling. I didn't. Closest thing to personal I got was open records. Records you can get at any given time with a FOIA request. but you, but all my records are out there too, and I invite you to get them. Everything you said, like you tried to say, I lived on a boat I didn't own. There's there is open records that prove I own that boat. Yep, you're right, known justice. I think you might be right. I think you just might be right. The Me owning that boat, it's public record. You can get that anytime you want. There you go. Lies and lies. You wanted to know why I'm here, not over there. COVID fucked up a lot of things. Gee, when you told is you need to go because of the lockdowns, And then you're in a state that is in a perpetual state of lockdown right now. What do? You don't go much anywhere. So now I can leave this state. And when I leave this state, every state says this. If you leave from New York, there's only one that don't do that to you, and that's Florida. Uh, they say you have to be locked down for 14 days after you leave this state to go into any other state. And then you got to test for COVID. Honestly, I've had 9 of those damn tests. I don't want another one. I don't know about y'all, but getting something stuck up your freaking nose fucking hurts. Just to let you know, it hurts pretty damn bad. Uh, Especially when it's one of those little plastic little thingies. Oh, God. They got that cotton swab, and then they got this little plastic looking thing that it almost looks like a plastic eyeliner looking thing, almost like that they use. And that's the one they use here. They use it all the fucking time here. That is the most, oh, that hurts so bad. You want something that hurts? Try that one. That one hurts. And every one of them came back negative. So I've been very lucky on that, I guess. I don't know from what they're saying around here. I'm a damn lucky son of a bitch because I hardly go anywhere without my mask on. The only time I wear my mask is because they do have such high fines for stores. Uh, if you don't have your mask on and you're in a store, I don't want to get a fine given to the store. So I will put my mask on. It never covers my nose, but it covers my mouth. They don't seem to mind that so bad, but going in without the mask entirely, that'll get the store like a $10,000 fine. And I don't want to be the one to get a store a $10,000 fine, especially when I go to a lot of mom and pop stores, you know, stores that are just barely making it, if they're lucky to be open, they're tomorrow they may be closed. They're looking at that at a continuous rate all the time. A lot of them are opening up and getting fines anyway. I mean, it's bad here. It's been real bad. I never heard about public property, but I did hear about federal property. That's a broad statement. That could even include your home. Just saying. That can include your home. And if they do like they do around here, like they have that rule you can't have more than 10 people. And then they pay 2,000. Well, yeah, that's public property, yeah, but what I'm saying is federal property can include your private residence because your house is on federal property. And if you don't believe me, let them claim eminent domain on your home and see how quick the feds throw your ass off of it if you decide to try to stay. They will forcefully remove you in handcuffs. They claim eminent domain on your property. And you don't want to move. They also claim they will give you fair market value. Last person I seen, they claimed to give that to every market value of that house and the property that they took. They said was $280,000. This was down in Florida. It was worth $280,000. Do you know what they offered him at what they said was fair market value? $58,000. That was his fair market value. So he decided no, because his land was worth well more than that, and he decided to try to fight them. He took them to court. Court that, of course, the court went against the landowner. They ain't gonna fight the big government boys. And they came out the very next day to start tearing down the house, uprooting trees, and he tried to stop that. Well, he wound up going to jail. He wore the silver bracelets. And by the time he got done out being in jail, they already had the house tore down and the trees all uprooted around his home. So that shows you when they say federal land, that can extend to you in your own home. But people don't look at it that way. They're thinking parks. They're thinking all this other stuff. But with the psychopath sickness that Biden has, I think he can go that far, that quick with what he's got to say, with what he's trying to do. Wow, that's interesting, known justice. That could be cool. I can see that now. One of got a giraffe break out, and you wake up. The first thing you see is a giraffe sticking his neck in your window. That'd be funny as hell. I'd laugh about that. Well, today so is the day of the. I guess everybody was trying to say this is National Popcorn Day. I've heard that one a couple of times. Read that one. Oh wow, no injustice. So get your popcorn bowls ready. You know, this is inauguration day. Get your popcorn bowls ready. Have some good popcorn. I suggest getting the Act Two popcorn. Sort of cheap, but it's really good popcorn. I like it. Sit back, watch, see what happens. See what our world's going to turn into, or how it's going to go. This day is going to be a big day in history. Probably one of the biggest days in history, uh, and defining moments of the United States since its conception. One of the biggest. I ain't saying the biggest, one of the biggest. So we know what we got lined up and in store for us. Property tax sucks, no justice. A lot of places property tax sucks at. If you're gonna buy land, I'd say buy it in Florida right now. They got one of the lowest property taxes. Depending on where you're at. Now, if you get by something around Orlando, you're going to probably pay a lot of property tax around Orlando because the county's got to dip their fingers into the shit, and then the city and all that shit. So you got some really high property tax around there. But if you get like in the north central part, all right, Patriot Fence, you have a good day. Be safe out there, bro. But if you get on about north central Florida, you can still get some decent land and have decent taxes on it. Yeah. Just to let you know. I wouldn't buy anything too close to Tampa either. I would say you might be able to get some good deals soon, probably around Lake Okeechobee as well, in Okeechobee, Florida. Uh, they probably got hit real hard down there in Florida. I hate to say it, with this lockdown shit and all. I hope they didn't get hit too bad. Okay, well, there you go, no justice. You were born in Ohio and intend to die in Ohio, then there you go. I didn't think they had that bad of taxes in Ohio, though. And they recently gone up on their taxes or something? No justice or something like that. I don't know. I don't keep up with Ohio too much. I know it gets cold there, though, and snowy. One of my ex bosses, Miss Lawrence, she used to every year send me a postcard from there uh, right before Christmas. And she was always a picture of her yard. And a lot of times there was a lot of snow in that yard when she sent me that picture. So, but she was near, I can't remember the name of that town in Ohio. It's one of the bigger towns. Let's see. She was near Columbus. She was south of Columbus, actually. Don't ask me the actual name, but she would send me pictures of that. But on that note, I will bid you all farewell. Like I said, keep an eye on what's happening today. I would say could be interesting on how your life unfolds from this point on. Could be interesting. Uh, we'll see. But on that note, I'm gonna say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whichever the case may be. And I'll talk to you soon.